Hello everyone. Just as our previous video that we did a few months back, it was a personal project review. Today we're going to be reviewing Grup-Project. So in my digital school we had to do a group project with this time including more JavaScript than CSS itself. And just would like to show you everything that I have done. So we're just going to quickly head over to the project group file where we're going to open it, and we're going to see the CSS tags, everything here that we have, images, all the images that were used for this project, this website, and then two of the main JavaScripts for the UI part of the website. And over here we have all the index. So let's just straight up jump into the code itself. Let me just first show you guys how it looks like, and then we're gonna go into the coding part. So welcome to Polycars, that's the name of the website. So what I've done here is, this is basically the home. As you can see, the car will load by itself as much as you scroll down. For some reason, we didn't have a lot of time to finish the names of the car, so we just selected the names with the name car and a different number to select them and to identify them. So yeah, this is the first home page where you have a moving background of the image of our website. Using JavaScript, we have a navigator bar with a pretty cool animation for each section. We have home, about us, services, contacts, parts, and feedback. Here we have a little heading and prints, and pretty cool thing, you can select your car that you wanted. So search name, search by car name. Let's say we wanted car number 8. We're just gonna go car number 8, and then we have selected car number 8. Also, I forgot to mention a footer with a pretty cool Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest animation. And let's say again car number 1. Here we have car number 1, car number 10, 11, 15, 4, 3, 2, 1, exactly, and 8. So you basically get the point. Next up we have About Us, which is this pretty cool About Us page with a pretty cool hovering effect. And also by to choose us, we have this really interesting cool effect which zooms in when we hover. Large selection, we offer display inventory and a new pre-order vehicles for landing notifications, comparing, and yeah, you get the point. So each of these, why you should choose us, we have a pretty cool animation with a specific div, and then contact us, same thing. And then we have a little footer here, services, our services, and we basically did what our services for this website is. Car mechanics, auto repairs, and car detailing. Yeah, and the footer here as well, just without the social media things. Interesting fact, we have a contact us, which doesn't let you submit it until you fill the form. So we're gonna get into how we did that in a little bit. So we're just gonna select our name, a fake email that we have, and the message that we have given. So let's say this website is amazing. Submit. And then we head over to feedback, which has our name, our email, and our message that we've given to the feedback, with again the same pretty cool footer. But yeah, this is the website itself, and now let's just straight up jump into the code. Okay, so when we first load into the code, we see the index.html. So we have made, firstly, we have made a little header with the name class navigator bar, and we made it light style background. We made this little background color. We can see, again, I'm sorry, this background color, like a newish, darkish color, modern stuff. We selected a div class with our name and an unlisted list and a list items inside of that unordered list, with home.html, about.html, services, contacts part, and feedback.html, which when these are clicked, it connects to these different indexes. So everything that you saw here, such as about, services, contact, parts, and feedback. Oh yeah, I didn't show you parts, I'm sorry. We have parts which have just exhausts that were made by modeling, 3D modeling, by a friend of mine, because it was a group project. And you know, exhaust 1, a detail about what it is, exhaust 2, a description, exhaust 3, and more, pistons of the car, 3 pistons, and everyone has the same hovering animations, and then NOS here. Yeah. Okay, so moving on, we have an unordered list with list items, and then we have a section home with ID that we have home, class container, a div class container, and then we just added our headings and paragraphs, which is responsible for this part of the website, as we can see here. Interesting enough. And then we have div class container, type text, search input, placeholder, search by name, for control MB3. So what this does is basically this little search bar that we added, search car by name. When we search a car, let's say car number 5, let's lower cap, I'm sorry, car number 5. Yeah, because I haven't loaded, I'm sorry, haven't loaded them. Yeah, so basically if I do car number 5, we have our car. But yeah, moving on, we have a little style inside of the header, inside of the index itself. We have the cars, which we made our cars into a little their own shape, the image of the cars, and the car hovering transition. So we have a transform scale 1.05. Cars, another background color, car print, and then footer, a CSS about the footer. Social links that we had, Facebook, Twitter, and stuff. Social links, and then the links itself, we made just effect on the center line, center, text disposition, none, color, white. Social links hover when we pick the hovering color that we can make, and of course transform scale. Moving on to the script, we made a const background which will make constant background moving with the images that we picked. A function that will make the background move with the current URL or the images that we picked. And then the footer, and then the sources of the script. Moving on to what we have about. Basically the same header, and then just center these navigation bars and everything. Same little hovering stuff, and then we added this little div class text, which we added our paragraphs and stuff, and then we added the text editing with CSS, the hovering effects, which are here, text hover, and text, navigator bar, nav bar links. Yeah. Moving on to parts, here we did a little bit more work. Navigating bar as well, same thing. And then we have section ID with the cars that we picked. So it's basically around, I think, 9 total. Yeah, I think 9. I'm just gonna make sure. This was me, my bad, sorry. This is my videos. Where was I? Oh, I haven't run it. Yeah. Yeah, 9. Yeah, so that's the parts, and then services. We made our services, and with JavaScript we used a big and the most important part of JavaScript in this one, which I'll get into later. Contact, no, this was not with JavaScript. Contact, I'm sorry, contact was with JavaScript the most. We made a function that will save the information in the web storage, and we'll display them in feedback.html. Yeah, just basically made a div class containing, and then conform, and then we named the labels within basically the inputs that you could text, email, name, and then the button submit and the message. Feedback is just basically more CSS and then getting the information from contact. So basically a script that basically receives the value or the information that was given to contact that was stored in the web storage. Yeah, and then home.html is basically an identical copy paste of index.html. So when I click home, it puts me back into the index. Yeah, now let's go over to CSS. Here's the most important CSS, which was home.css, which was all of everything that you saw. Listed items, unlisted items, div containers, images, cars, print, elements, home, hovers, footers, everything into one big file or folder. Images that was given here, and then the JavaScript. On the main.js was basically a non-working pop-up function when I click a car that basically didn't work, but it's fine. And then here is what I made for the scrolling loader. So I made a little function with a for loop that when I scroll, the index will show images.cars .png and will show the images that we have selected with a specific name. And then we have parts.html is basically the same unworking pop-up function that I made, but now this time it works. So basically I made a function for every time that I click that image that was given to the container.image, it will make a pop-up that will show the name of that image, then it will be saying like the pop-up car or part bot. So for description or the show, basically it was part 1, part bot, part bot, part bot, and then it disappears after a few seconds, part bot. But yeah, this is the whole website, guys. Let me know what you think about it, and I will try to reply to your comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think. Is it better than my first project? If you haven't seen it, I will put the link in the description. Thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day.